Anime is an underrated industry outside of the Japanese world. The only animes that are known are the Ghibli masterpieces by Miyazaki and the massive ones such as Attack on Titan or One Punch Man, where Makoto Shinkai has basically thrown a middle finger at that fact and created a modern masterpiece. Kimi no Nawa, or more commonly known as Your Name in the Western world, has absolutely demolished my expectations, and my expectations were extremely high after seeing all the reviews. The story is probably one of the better romances animated in the 1 hour to 2 hour time slot, and it should have at least got an Oscar nomination. Well, it's definitely better than Boss Baby. The movie is a breath of fresh air in a world dominated by Western media, and it has done well to stand out on its own and keeps getting people viewing it. The symbolism of the chord is probably one of my favourite things, and I'll try to keep this video as spoiler free as possible. Your Name is for all purposes a masterpiece in my opinion, and it is my opinion, please do not hate me. The story is strong with plot twists that catches the viewer by surprise. If the story wasn't enough to make somebody enjoy this film, the animation gives it a massive kick. The animation is beautiful and it has the touch and the looks of a masterpiece, and the budget was around 5 million USD or below. Zootopia was a movie released around the same time, and it had a budget of 150 million USD. That's basically 30 times the budget. But even then, with a smaller budget, it easily looks better than Zootopia. The art style of Your Name seems normal, but has a beauty that I don't see in many films except Japanese animations. This is where Shinkai masters. His animations, as Weathering With You, also has the same beauty that I saw from Your Name. I can appreciate movies with aesthetics that Shinkai creates, as they are unbelievably beautiful and are well made with such a low budget. The scene where Taki drinks from Mitsue's Kuchi Kamizake and goes into that dream phase, which is just extremely beautiful. My teacher once said a picture is worth 1,000 words, and this is no exception, except the movie's animation makes it 1 billion words. The story of Your Name is basically about a romance between two people from two entirely different locations, as they swap bodies for a while, and this happens occasionally as the characters have to live and learn the other's life for a while. The plot goes further as the characters fall in love with each other, but they don't know where the person they love is, and they don't remember their names. Even then, it strives to create a story that nearly made somebody like me cry. And that is impressive because I've never cried, or got near cried watching a movie. The characters, though, fall short of what they truly could be, but even then they are nearly perfect. I found the plot to be beautiful and nothing short of spectacular. Shinkai nailed the plot and the animation for the film. If you're like me and live outside of Japan, you may be wondering how it hasn't dominated the world. Miyazaki's Spirited Away is famous. Even my friends who don't watch anime knows the film Spirited Away. It's a classic that everybody and their mums know. You can't really say much against it except its one major problem. The story's main weakness is its characters, as they aren't developed much, and that's the main problem I found in a movie. The characters are excellent, and I found them to be some of the best I've seen, but we don't know much about them except they're trying to find each other. The female lead Mitsuo wants to leave her rural location she lives in and go to Tokyo. She wishes to be a handsome boy in Tokyo. Her dream is basically granted, kinda, because it isn't a dream, instead it's reality. She more or less swaps bodies with a guy called Taki, and they both live each other's life for around a day or two, as they both struggle living each other's life. That is more or less the basics of the film, the rest is for you to find out. Both characters have their flaws, but they're still some of my favourite movie characters from all time, and the voice actors for both Japanese and dub are excellent. All more the reason to watch. The real issue about Your Name is a lack of knowledge outside of Japan. This is a problem with anime as a whole, and it's the fact that the West isn't giving movies like Your Name the respect it deserves. The only animated films that ever comes from Japan is usually Ghibli's, and that is due to Disney and the distribution rights of their films that allows it to be watched in the West. That was until recently a Japanese film called Mirai got nominated for the 2018 Academy Awards, or better known as the Oscars, and it lost against excellent opponents such as Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Your Name is the highest grossing film from the Japanese industry, even beating the only Oscar-winning Japanese animated film Spirited Away. Even with its critical acclaim and love among the world, why didn't it even get nominated for the Golden Globe or the Oscars? And what movies did they nominate instead? Boss Baby and Ferdinand. Either the people who select these films are mental, or they let their children select them because, good grief, they do not have a good taste in movies if they selected that garbage. This is what I mean by Western biasness. Even then, Your Name was still successful on the international stage, as it was even advertised in the London Tube. Overall, many international shows do not get much respect from the Academy, and it's really disappointing to see some of the greatest movies to not get the respect deserved. Something that was excellent and underrated is the soundtrack. Talking about the soundtrack is common in my video, and this is no exception. The soundtrack is by the Radwimps and Mona Kamishiraishi, with the Radwimps doing all the songs except one. The music is outstanding and perfect for the romance genre. The songs sound beautiful and suit the aesthetic the movie has. The soundtrack has so many good songs, and I really can't choose my favourites, but if I'm all honest, the ones I listen to the most are Dream Lanterns, Nandemonaiya, Zen Zen Zense, and Sparkle. The band The Radwimps are pretty successful now with 1.5 million listens during the month of September 2019. For a band that makes soundtracks for a movie, that's not bad, that's actually really good. The song Zen Zen Zense and Sparkle got 228 million views and 85 million views respectively at the time of September 2019. For a band to release a movie soundtrack and get such numbers on the songs is impressive and a feat to be proud of. The movie has one of the best animated movie soundtracks I've ever heard, and they released another one for the new Shinkai movie Wedding with You, which I am definitely going to watch. Your Name, or Kimi no Na wa, has done something I'd never expected to do. Prior to it, Spirited Away has always been my favourite animated film, and it also was the first time I got to taste Japanese animation, when I got to experience it around when I was 4 years old. But Shinkai's Your Name has successfully taken the throne after many years of rule. Your Name may seem overrated by many in their eyes, and I do understand, but it's an anime that I have not really experienced before. Beauty is something that lies throughout it, and I am a sucker for good graphics, and this is no exception. The anime has polish, it has the story and the characters. The music is excellent, and it impressively nearly made me cry, and I have never cried watching any form of media before. Japan continually knocks the door on the Western world, and this has helped a lot in showing excellent Japanese shows internationally, and it is happening but very slowly. I love the movie Your Name, it's heartwarming and beautiful. Makoto Shinkai has blown my expectations away, and looking back on some of his other films, he has improved a lot, and I only expect him to get even better, with Wedding with You already having come out. And from the trailers and the reviews, it looks like it has happened. It hasn't reached the same box office as Your Name, but it looks like a great standout film nevertheless. Your Name is basically how to do an animated movie summed up. It is the ideal movie animation. Oi. Okay, before you get the pitchforks and start killing me, this script was actually made like a year ago, close to a year ago, so please not come get pitchforks and start killing me. Thank you for watching. I basically kept out my spoilers of it, except I actually put in a lot of spoilers too. This video is my opinion, and if you get pissed off, please don't. It's just my opinion. And I know the movie has flaws, but I just generally enjoyed it, and I reckon many of you guys did too, and thank you again for watching.